What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a 110 volt hot shower in any place where you have running water and electricity. So let's get started. Let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is tap into your water supply in your building. In this case, I used a barb fitting, and this was the existing hose which I cut, put the barb fitting in, and I have my output going to the hot shower. And the barb fitting I used looks like this. Now if you want to be a little bit more professional, which I would recommend, but it's going to cost more money, is to get a fitting like this one here. Now this T-fitting is not barbed. It uses rubber washers in here and compression to create a seal, because your municipal water system is going to run about 60 psi or so, and you need to have a airtight system unless you don't mind flooding your place. Here's an absolute must. Before you actually tap into your water supply, you need to shut the water off, either whether it's the entire building or just the hose that you are tapping into with that barb T. Water needs to be shut off, or you cut into that hose or you unscrew the hose to install a fitting, and you're going to have water everywhere. So shut the water off first and confirm that it's shut off. Now that we've tapped into the system, we've got our hose coming out right here. As you can see, I put a reducer on it, and this is not necessary. The only reason why I did it is because I needed to run a smaller hose which leads up to the on-off valve. That controls your water flow. So what we have here, this is a heating element from a 1-cup coffee maker, and what we have above that is a heating element from a standard coffee maker. So when I turn this valve counterclockwise, it opens it up, lets the water flow up into the first heating element, and from there it goes up through the hose into the second heating element. Using 2 or more heating elements is necessary, because you'll need to have enough hot water to actually be able to rinse off. And just using one element, or I've even used 2 of these elements before, and it's not quite sufficient. Now here's one thing that you got to remember. You don't have to have it set up like this with a regular coffee maker heating element and a 1-cup coffee maker heating element. If you just have access to standard coffee makers, you can get them for cheap at the thrift store. You can go ahead and probably buy maybe 3 or 4 coffee makers, so you can have 3 or 4 of these elements. You can wire up 2 of them on 1 power cord. You just loop the water hose going into one, out of that one, into the next one, and on and on. I suggest not plugging these up in the, don't plug all 4 up into the same breaker circuit. I've got 2 different power cords. These are hooked up on different circuits, so I will not overload and trip the circuit. That'll be bad. So we've got our water heaters, our on-off valve, got the water going up through both heating elements, past the thermometer, to the shower head right here. You can have you a nice hot shower wherever you have electricity and running water supply. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate this hot shower for you guys. Let me turn on the water. I've got a temperature probe hooked up in the middle of the shower floor, and turn it on. This is showing our ambient temperature of the water. None of the heaters are plugged in. Matter of fact, you don't want to plug them in under any circumstances until you actually turn the water flow on and have the water flow running. So we're seeing 72, 73 degrees or so. And what I'm going to do next is plug up the heating elements. Alright, so we'll take the cord to one of our heaters, plug it up here, take the other cord, and I'm using an extension cord which is plugged up into a wall outlet that's on a separate circuit breaker. Okay, so we've been plugged up both water heaters for about 20 seconds or so. You can see the temperature is starting to rise. It won't take long. This it basically heats up maybe in about 30 seconds to where it's about maybe 85 degrees or so, and ready to use, ready to hop in the shower and take a shower. We can see it's at 83 degrees. It's been maybe a minute or so since I plugged up the heaters, and I mean, you're good to go. This is actually pretty warm. I think it's probably warmer than what it's showing on there. So yeah, that's it. That's the demonstration. Works great. Make a shower anywhere you have a water supply and electricity, 110 volts. Alright, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and happy showering. I'm out.